This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This summer, soccer is here, and so are the watch parties. And Uber Eats has your game day essentials covered. Everything you need to keep your crowd happy, delivered straight to your door. Get wings, pizza, chips, dips, fresh ingredients, and more. Keep the soccer going and all your game day essentials flowing. Order in so you can lock in for the games. Only on Uber Eats for a limited time.
This summer, Prime Video takes you back before Legally Blonde, before law school, and into the world of Elle Woods in high school. Set in 1995, this Gemini vegetarian knows exactly who she is until her family moves from Bel Air to Seattle. Packed with iconic fashion, 90s nostalgia, and a throwback soundtrack, Elle proves one thing. Law school was hard. High school was harder. From the world of Legally Blonde, watch Elle, a new original series only on Prime Video. Watch now.
And we're live on match day as Doug reaches for a buffalo wing. He's got it! Oh, and he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! What a finish! There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi.
Hi, Dumpster Divas. Welcome back to another episode of Dumpster Dive, a reality TV deep dive with me, Tom Hamlet. And I am joined today by Vanessa from Real Moms of Bravo to dive into Love Island episodes 30 and 31. Vanessa, how's it going?
You know what? It's good. It's good. I feel like I feel a sense of rage a little bit and anticipating talking about Love Island with you. But I am great. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. And I'm glad I have a platform to get this off my chest.
Yeah, there's, every episode, I never know if I'm going to be like so angry or like have the time of my life. I feel that I may be in a small camp here. I actually really thought the karaoke episode was laugh out loud.
I agree.
Funny. I had a blast with that.
The karaoke episode was the levity that we needed earlier on in the season. I think if anything that this season has proven, and if you've been a longtime Love Island fan / viewer, watcher, whatever you want to call yourselves, I do think some of the silly things is better than the full-blown like orgy, makeout, sexual things. It just makes it light and fun. And I would have loved to have seen that challenge earlier on.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that it was crazy that challenge just landed us here. Also, in episode, I think it was 30, the secret mission that they had where they had to like all go try and do things. It's like these are things that should be happening like midway through / beginning to like
that
get
to me
everyone
felt
to
like
know
an
each other.
unseen bit. To me, that felt like an unseen bit. The secret mission, I was like, okay, this is fluff material here, but that to me felt like an unseen bits. I never watched those episodes, and that to me just felt like that's where that belonged to me. If you're like really into the cast and you want to see those types of shenanigans, but karaoke, I would leave in an actual episode, and I would have bumped it up as a challenge.
Yeah, I totally agree. The big moment of like this first episode we're talking about was how absolutely Looney Tune bananas Dylan is in general. I mean, Dylan is out of his goddamn mind. He is incredibly manipulative, and Kenzie is stuck with this man for like, I can see her being like, okay, I have 5 more days, and then I can be rid of him, because the energy he's bringing here is just a lot. Where do you land with everything going on with Dylan and Kenzie, and Kenzie also being really leaning into the Love Island experience?
Okay, one or two things. One, he doesn't bother me as much as he bothers everyone else because all my anger is for Sincere. I cannot stand Sincere. So when I look at the barometer of shit men on this cast, it's like Sincere, Zach, and then Dylan. So I reserve my energy and anger towards those two. And to me, I'm like, you're just there. They're not going to last. Kenzie wants nothing to do with him. All that being said, he is reaching in so many different ways. I'm like, this is the show. You guys are probably known each other for 3 days, if that. She's not in this committed relationship. Kenzie actually did Love Island the correct way. I think that's one of our issues. And I would imagine, Tom, you feel the same way. And if you're watching UK, you feel differently, that you do date each other. You do kiss. Her saying a kiss is like a handshake. I get what she's saying. She wants to see if there's chemistry there by kissing someone because you're trying to speed up the process of who you want to be with. But at the same breath, I'm like, Dylan, dude, simmer down now. It's honestly not that deep. She's apologized. She's owned up to it. She is not moving like Sincere has been, in my opinion. She is doing her thing. She's dating men. She kissed a couple guys. She was doing Love Island the way Love Island is supposed to be done.
I mostly agree. My only thing with Kenzie, where I do think the only place where she moves a little weird to me is how she, similar to Sincere, says these big phrases, right? That she's like,
Fair.
I could really see us being something. You're all I'm looking for. You're exactly my type. She's saying these things to try and get closer to these guys and trying to see if they're really into her at all.
That's a fair assessment.
That's the only thing to me that doesn't feel Love Island. That just feels kind of manipulative. I don't think kissing, flirting, pulling for chats,
sure,
that is Love Island. They should be okay with that.
That is a fair point, actually, and I agree with that criticism. I do think that does come across of manipulative, and when you do watch UK, you don't feel as much manipulation because everyone seems to be in a same grown. They have their unspoken rules of if you're gonna pull her for a chat, just tell me. Don't go to the terrace. Don't kiss more than one person a day. There's all these unspoken rules where they can move without that manipulation of what you're mentioning of oh, I really like you and all that. So I think that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, I just... And also, in the end, who really cares? Kenzie is a baby. She can...
She's going to be fine. Dancing with the Stars, give her a call. She's going to be
doing
me. Clam slams everywhere. Give her that mirror ball.
One cosmetic thing I have to just bring up, though, that I can't stop thinking about, and I need to understand if this is something that women do, because I've noticed it on her in her makeup, and I can't, once you notice it, you can't stop noticing it. She does full beat, full thing, foundation, concealer, highlight, shadow, blush, and then goes over that with mascara or something and re-adds her freckles on top of her makeup. Have you noticed this?
I have not noticed this, and of course a gay man is noticing this because I have not noticed this at all, actually. So I have nothing to partake in that. I guess that's just how she gets this to stick. I will say maybe she put a setting powder. I will apply, after I do setting powder, I'll add blush on top of it because it becomes more muted once you've set it in. And so you want it to stand out a little bit again. So that's what I'm guessing she's doing, but I don't know.
But
I don't add fake freckles.
The reapplication of freckles is crazy because what happens is, if you notice, and this is coming from another, white as hell person, in that Fiji sun, she's melting. And then what happens is her makeup starts to melt a little bit. And then she looks a little she's like a chimney sweep on her cheeks because the freckles are...
Because of the freckles have blended and sweating.
Too, yeah.
Because they're sweating. No, you're not wrong. Now that you're saying this, I can kind of see it in the playback. I think for me, I'm always so fixated on her bangs that I'm not looking directly on the cheeks. But that is now I'm going to pick, now it's all I'm going to see.
No, guys,
Thank
now
you, Tom.
that I brought it up, that's all you will focus on.
Now it's all I will see and focus on.
No, because they the freckles move. Like they move throughout the night because like her face is melting.
It's melting. Okay, someone. That is incredible, and now I will notice that. Thank you, Tom.
Okay, let's talk Mel and Sincere a little bit. I said this in the last episode talking about karaoke night. I feel like someone Men in Blacked the house. Like someone full memory swiped Men in Black the house, because why are all of a sudden everyone like Mel and Sincere are so cute? And I'm like, what are we talking about?
I do not understand how everyone has like forgiven Sincere. Like, this man is the most insincere man. We've all made that joke. And moves like a fucking snake. He's lied. The only one who stood on business and unfortunately wasn't there to continue to see it through was Corbin GPT. He was the only one to call that shit out. And I fully agree and support him in that. I do not understand how these girls are even like letting her entertain the thought. I'm like, where are these girls? If you're watching UK, I needed Micah to be like there, Jasmine to be like, listen, Melanie, this man is playing you. He's using all these words and therapy speak incorrectly, mind you, and he is playing you. Like, this is not the guy for you. Like, I so badly this season, and now I'm getting on my ragey side of it all, wish we had the Twitter, or if it would be the Threads challenge, so she could see some of the shit of what we're actually saying and thinking about Sincere. And girl, that owl was trying to tell you something.
Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
This episode is brought to you by Tidy Cats, here to level up your litter game with their new Performance Plus lineup. Your home is your happy place. Your cats, VIPs. So when it comes to the litter box, excellence isn't optional. Choose from products that specialize in max power clumping, low tracking, or odor fighting so advanced, stink won't see it coming. Tidy Cats Performance Plus. Mission mighty, keep it tidy. Shop now at tidycats.com.
Do you hear that? Sounds like breakfast is ready. Because Quaker's coming in hot with morning nutrition. 100% whole grain oats and a good source of fiber to fuel the rhythm of your morning and kickstart your day. And that sounds absolutely delicious. Fuel to start whatever's next. Quaker, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 26.
Visible puts the ultimate wireless hack in the palm of your hand. With unlimited 5G wireless data and hotspot designed to keep you connected, powered by Verizon's 5G network. And no contract holding you back. Plans start at $25 a month, or get the premium Visible Plus Pro plan and save $10 on your first month when you use promo code HACK. Make the switch at Visible.com. Terms apply. See Visible.com for details.
The owl was the CEO of Threads reincarnate, flying over to be like Diva.
Truly. Diva.
Run, Diva. And then also the other part of this episode was like the Zach and Kata fallout of their egos being like so cracked by learning that the U.S. as it makes me laugh. I say it every episode, but they keep calling America the U.S.
The U.S.
It's like the U.S. doesn't like us, guys. And Kata, you will soon find out that you are not the problem in this. But like Zach is the reason y'all were in the bottom. Where are you with Zach and Kata?
I like Kata. I align with you and the rest of the U.S. where we like Kata, but we do not like Zach. Zach to me moves like a game player. He moves like someone who's been thoroughly prepped by his brother. Just moves not in a way. And the fact that Homeboy's in Australia, can we also talk about that?
Yeah,
like,
so
the
guys,
fuck?
Last
crazy.
night online, it started becoming more apparent. People started talking about it, that Zach lives in Australia.
Like, why are we casting him on Love Island USA?
Because the UK, like, the UK is far, but like, it's like, for instance, I'm going to the UK on Saturday. The flight from JFK to Heathrow is like sometimes even under 6 hours. Like, it's not that bad, that far. Like, you could figure things out.
I mean,
if you're like,
you're Bryce and Trinity, 6 from Virginia to LA, 6
no,
hours.
It's honestly the same to LA, truly. But Australia
Girl.
is like a day trip, a day's worth of plane.
That alone, I'm sorry, that I'm like shocked that we haven't seen their conversations about how that's gonna work, unless he thinks he's gonna, like, I'm guessing they're both having these conversations of what we've seen from previous seasons, and we're both gonna move to LA, and then that way we can be together or whatever. But that's still crazy town.
They'll definitely.
Sorry, I derailed your thought, but
no, you're fine.
No, but I'm with you. I like Kata. I don't like Zach. And I hope that Kata eventually sees this. I mean, I think her age is showing here a bit of her insecurity. But yeah, Kata, it's not you, babe. It's Zach. That's the problem. And we're just trying to signal you in a way, right. Like the owl of like, start thinking like, why don't they like us together? Like, what am I not seeing?
Yeah. But the girls aren't really helpful here, unfortunately, because the girls also are hyping up Sincere. Like, I think they have a warped perspective in the house, because I think they just have all become good friends, and there's not been a lot going on this season in terms of bombshells, dynamic changes. The only big dynamic change really was Casey and TT and Anaya and Carl. The rest of them have really been locked in since the beginning.
Right.
And
but
Kinsey
why
has
do you
just
think
been
that
a free
is?
agent. I know.
But why do you think that is? Like, why do you think we haven't had the bombshells and as many of like these challenges, even dates? Like, there's been only one date, the hideaway only twice. Like, why do you think that is?
I don't know. The production side, it's confusing to me because they work really hard on this show. I mean, Love Island USA looks great. They do an incredible job at the villa. The production, the quality of production behind some of these challenges, like the door stuff, like all of it looks great. I just don't know why we're not investing that amount of energy into the premise of the show, which is like bombshells always coming in. If you watch UK, it's not that high production. It's just
it's not. And they play like, I will not have you watching UK this season.
So I watched like the first probably like 15 episodes, and then I had to take a break because I was like too involved with US and recapping it. And
no, I get it. It's a
but
commitment.
I'm gonna catch up.
Okay, what I'm going to share is there's a challenge on the UK where they legitimately have laminated sheets of paper where they rip Velcro off to reveal who said something about what, whether it be online. That's the production quality that's happening over on the UK. However, I would rather take that damn Velcro and lamination over some of these makeout challenges because they stirs the pot in terms of what people are saying about each other, what they're hearing about each other. There wasn't enough of that. Like, I could have done on US without the damn letters that they wrote to each other. Like, why? At that point, like, that's like the end of the season. Like, that's the finale. They read their damn letters, whatever. I did not need that early on with the mailboxes. Especially because
the letters were like days before Casa. So
exactly.
Like, Casey said all these things about Anaya, which were sweet, but then goes and hooks up with TT, and it's, I don't know. It's just it's the production side of the show has been a little wonky this season.
I will say respectfully, because I know someone's going to come at you, Tom, or even me. I know the EP passed, so I do want to acknowledge that production side has been derailed, and that also could be why it's not gelling that way. I don't know how that works from that end. If you do know, educate me. I'm dying to learn and know more, but I would like to think it wouldn't derail it that much.
This is love and light to that man, and the whole situation was
yes,
so
absolutely horrible.
The team is massive though. Like and also a lot of this is pre-planned. Like they're not like planning.
They
don't plan a ton of it in the moment. Like they have to spend a lot of energy planning out like how it's all gonna unfold. But episode 31, the next one. You were talking about dates. We reused a date location from season 7 where Huda and Jeremiah went, which was like towards the very beginning of that season, and reused it as this like girls' day. I'm sorry, y'all. And this is not to be like women need to be in the hair salon, not the water park. But I just like, nothing screams like girls' day, like running around inflatable water activities and going on slides.
No, I'm with you. I
was just kind of like, what?
I 100% agree. I would be like, take me to where Casa Amor is. Let's get some petties. Like, Let's actually
have
relax
some champagne,
and
gossip.
let's talk about situationship, the definition of all that. Let's talk about why Melanie and Sincere got the fucking hideaway. I'm like, come on. Like, I would have loved, to be fair, I would have loved Ariana, like, being there and meddling a little bit and, like, asking those types of questions. But again, we all have notes for this season.
Right. Well, so let's talk hideaway a little bit. So yeah, before the date happens, the night before, everyone gets to pick the hideaway. Who gets to go to the hideaway? And I mean, two no-brainers for me were Bryce and Trinity or Casey and TT. I don't know why we landed on Melanie and Sincere.
I do not understand. Brinity to infinity. I'm here representing y'all. That's where my camp is. They were the only, at that time when that was announced, the official couple. I don't understand. However, Trinity was the first to be like, Melanie, go. I feel like people were waiting for her response a little bit. Mm-hmm. I wonder if those two, and I love this about them, are just a bit more demure and don't want that on camera. Like, I think they're both conscious of, I mean, we know they've had sex, but even then, the rest of the house didn't know. Like, I think they want to be freaky off the show. Like, that's kind of what I'm justifying in my head as to why they didn't get picked.
I had not even thought about that, because in my mind, if you sign up to be on the show, you want to be freaky on the show.
Yeah. But like, I just think about like the way, you know, they're just very sweet. And I wonder if that, you know, even how Bryce, like, he's not shouting from the rooftops that they were bumping and grinding. And even, you know, Trinity doesn't in her Trinity way, but I wonder if that has something to do with it.
That's a good point. I honestly did not think about that. But I mean, Casey and TT had a great episode too. Like, I really think that they would have been a great couple to go to the hideaway. Also, it kind of stirs up a little drama too, because
because of the voting
Anaya's gonna have a feeling about that, probably, as any human would, like that your ex from like 3 days ago is going to go hook up with this other girl, you know. So I don't know.
Here's a hot take. I was not moved by Casey's scavenger hunt for TT at all. I felt nothing.
Really? See, I actually thought it was kind of sweet. I
think it's sweet. I think it's sweet, and I actually do like them together. I just literally felt nothing. I'm a lover of romance and rom-coms, and that, to me, I just felt nothing from that. And I don't know what that says about me, but
I think we haven't gotten to know TT that well post her coming into the villa. Like, I really want to get to know her better, but I just don't think we've had the time, and they've not given us enough opportunity to like really understand their relationship outside of it being a lustful one, in the words of
I think maybe why I didn't feel anything is that I feel like anytime Casey is talking to TT and they're having one-on-ones, their conversations is always like how she's had his back. It's never like, I like this about you. Like, I want to be, like, where you see about Brinity, like, I want to be near you. Like, when you're not around, I want to be near you. TT, to me, feels like one of Casey's homeboys. Like, it just feels like, I'm not saying there's not chemistry and something there. It just, to me, in all the scenes and interactions that we see with them, it's always like, oh, man, we got chosen. Are you shocked? It's us against the world, baby. Oh, you've had my back. Like, it's like stuff like that to me.
Yeah.
That we've seen.
But in their confessionals, they're saying the L word. They're saying I
know.
Each
Wait,
other,
Tom, do you think Casey's part of like, I've seen this discourse online on Twitter, which can be dark, that Casey's like a red pill guy?
Okay. Yeah, I've seen this, but I don't know the inner workings of like how that came about. Like, he has, to me, based off of the comment that he made to Anaya about how absolutely beautiful she is and how important blackness is to him, and like, I thought that it's hard for me to imagine that conversation coinciding with like deep red pill state.
I agree with you. I was just curious, like, your take. I have not well versed in the manosphere language and all of that. I don't spend my time looking into that. I try to avoid that, to be quite frank, but I've seen some of that discourse online. But I think some of that, I agree with you. Like, Casey stood out to me earlier on because of that conversation of just how it is beautiful to be black. But I do wish that production would maybe show us things that wouldn't push that narrative, perhaps, of, you know, now you're worthy of me. And like, not saying he said that, but the vibe of like, oh, you've had my back. You've done it right. Now you can be my girlfriend. Like, I'm not saying that's exactly what went down, but I would have loved to have seen more sweeter moments between those two.
Yeah, I agree. The Manosphere people to me though is, I mean, I've ended up really liking him by the end of his time there because it was just fun TV. But I do think Corbin was a little more Manosphere in general to me than KC is, and maybe Zach too.
Yeah,
because I think Charlie is a little red pilled. His brother.
There you go.
So, but also wait, another Mel and Sincere moment we didn't talk about is I can't remember if this was in episode 30 or 31, but Sincere saying that he sees Mel as his wife and mother to his children.
Girl, run. I wish that damn Al would have come and took those talons and been like,
picked her up, snatched her, taken
no,
her
not
away.
even that. Taking it to his damn hair and been like, this can be the fucking staircase on Love Island. No, I can't. That is such a red flag to me. I think Sincere, and what we've all learned, I say him and Wes Wilson move very similarly, where they feel like these are two guys who seem non-threatening, use big words. Sincere a lot of times incorrectly, but feels like very soft-spoken and like, I'm a safe space for you. I see you. Like, if Melanie hasn't learned from watching the footage from Casa Amor movie night, like, we can't help her. We can't help her.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I have these feelings a lot with wait, I just blanked. On Amanda. Like, with Amanda, you know, you always are like, you can only root for her for so long when she's not making the decisions that, you know, objectively probably make the most sense. And so, like, we want to scream, girl, get up, but we can only scream that so many times, because in the end, if she wants to be in a situation with Sincere, that's just who she wants to be with, and we have to stop kind of fighting that. But maybe she will get up when she you know.
I mean, you've seen, like, I've seen some chatter, like, her sister's like totally shipping her and Caleb, and is like, reach out to me. Like, I'm really curious what family day is gonna look like if her family is gonna like actually be honest and move a little bit. Like, why am I blanking on his name? Chris. Remember Chris's family, like, with Huda? Like, they were, like, respectful, but also low-key trying to be, like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Get out of
Moon River. Moon River, hence the Moon River scene that we got. So I'm curious to see if her family, Melanie's family, will do something similar.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And then, you know what? Let's talk about this whole discourse around what is a situationship, what is exclusive, what is boyfriend girlfriend, because I think I have the hottest take, and that is that I actually do understand being exclusive but not boyfriend girlfriend in the confines of the villa, because, like, I think that, like, I do think boyfriend girlfriend is obviously like a big commitment. Mm-hmm. It would be hard for me to commit to full, like, title of a relationship on a show like this when, you know, they've been isolated and they could get out into the real world and things could shift and change. And also, I know people in New York City that, like, I think it might be also just kind of regional. Like, I know people who, like, date for a really long time and then become exclusive, but, like, aren't calling each other boyfriend, girlfriend. It doesn't feel like situationship to me, because situationship to me is you are having sex and no one is putting a title on it, but just using each other for physical needs. What are your thoughts?
So this is so interesting, because I've been with my husband now for like 20 years. So I've really been out of the dating game. So I just think sometimes things can be put simple. If someone really wants to be with you and doesn't want to see anyone else, why not be boyfriend, girlfriend, in my opinion?
Yeah.
I don't think it's like that big of a leap. However, you're correct. In villa terms, usually they say closed off versus exclusive. And I think maybe closed off means no more bombshells, no one's going to turn their head. And exclusive is that next step. But I just feel like these are just a bunch of words. And ultimately, when you look at the definition, you're probably moving like a boyfriend, girlfriend. Yeah. I also do agree with you, though. I think situationship to me is what West was doing on Summer House in terms of dating a lot of women at the same time, leading them on and giving them a preconceived notion that they might be dating exclusively, but he never would verbalize that. And they always thought they would be like the one. So I don't know that she's in a situationship per se, but I also kind of understand what Bryce was saying. Like, well, isn't that what a boyfriend and girlfriend is if you are exclusive? Like, I don't get that part. And that's coming from a woman has been married for a minute, I guess.
I get it. I mean, I'm not married, but me and my boyfriend have been together for 7 years, which in gay terms is married, essentially. So,
yeah,
like,
no, you guys are married. 30 years. No, kidding.
Right. No, seriously. It's been a minute for me too, but I think the thing that would bother me more, and why I understand Kata's feelings, is like seeing everyone have these like extravagant romantic moments in these final days, and right off the heels of America, or the US as they call it, giving the big middle finger to Zach and Kata, for Zach not to step up and make some grand gesture to show how much he cares. That would bother me, because I'm like, okay, but right now that people don't really like us, and so now you're just gonna be like, wanna be boyfriends? Like, that would irk me.
Yeah, she should be crashing out. Like, it should be kind of dawning on her, if I were Kata, the same thing that happened in like movie night, where she was like thinking, and we're all like can tell that she was clocking the fact that someone had been removed for whatever reason. Also the same, like, I hope she's looking back at that moment, and also looking back of when she wanted to just have a chat with Caleb. Like, I felt like I never got closure on those two on talking about that. Yeah. She wanted to just chat with Caleb, and fucking Zach didn't make her breakfast the next day. Like, I'm just like, and this man now has not had a romantic gesture, even though you guys have been together, in Kata's words, since day fucking 3. That's your answer, babe. He's not good. Run. He's not good. We are
doomed on this show.
You
We're
also
doomed.
like, you slept with him. You were in the hideaway. You gave your cookies away, and why he has nothing to work for now. He knows he can get his cookie.
And she slept with him, and then minutes after, he was like, would you be mad if I saw all the people?
Exactly. I'm like, babe, like, how are you forgetting this? Like, you were smarter than that. That to me just shows age, if anything. That to me just shows young age and stupidity.
This is Girl Get Up Island, seriously.
Girl Get Up and Get Out Island, for fucking real. Okay, who did you vote for as your 4?
I vote. It was a hard vote, because at this point I really only want 2 of them there. But the 2 couples that I really like, and I never thought I would say this about one of them, the other we've talked about a lot, Trinity and Bryce obviously were my number 1. Second place for me was Casey and TT. I think they have a really authentic, real connection. Third after that was Anaya and Carl. I think they have like a very cute connection. I don't honestly see a long-term situation with them fully at this point. Something clicked on karaoke night for me with them, where I was like, they don't have a vibe for each other. Like, they don't, when you see people together and you're like, you can just see their
like they're goofy and like their energy around each other, for sure.
I think he loves her, but I think she wants a little bit more of like a bad boy than like a really cookie cutter sweet guy. So, but I do think they're cute and they have a good connection. So I them, and then this is gonna be really embarrassing because I've talked so much shit, but like, I don't want to see Zach and Kata there anymore, and I also don't want to see Dylan and Kenzie, so I did vote for Mel and Sincere.
Oh my God, Tom, how dare you? No, that's okay. I think a lot of people struggled with the 4th couple to vote, because let's be real, Dylan and Kenzie,
they gotta go.
Kata, Zach, and Melanie and Sincere, they all gotta go.
Yeah.
So I personally went down the path. I did vote for Kata and Zach, only for Kata, which point. Maybe be dumb. Honestly, I was like, I'm just voting for her. I'm like, maybe I don't think they're gonna win, but I would love nothing more for someone to take the money and be like, fuck you, like, take the money and you have the choice to keep the money, because I don't know that I've seen that happen yet on Love Island. But that's where I went. But I get it. I just hate Sincere so much more. And we're all triggered by one of these men, and he's the one that I'm like, get him the fuck out.
I totally agree with you. I think my brain was more like connection based.
No, I get it. Which was the question. That was the question.
Right. Mel and Sincere, like, I don't like their connection, but they have toxic. A connection for some reason against all odds.
No, it's not fair. Against all odds. Against all odds.
So tonight, tonight we don't have an episode, but Thursday is, I believe, the family night.
I can't believe this damn show's ending. I need it to end.
Yeah, Friday, who knows? And then Sunday, I heard a rumor from, I don't know if Deadline or Peacock or someone made some comment that the finale might be 3 hours long. Y'all, we could wrap this up in 45 minutes. We could wrap all 3 episodes up in 1 hour.
But how and why?
Like, what are we going to do?
I'm like, Tom, why?
Well,
I'm like, why?
Hey, here's the thing. I will be set free from the United States for 10 days, and I won't get to watch that finale for a while. So I think I might just skim it. I might just skim it when I get back.
Ew. Yeah. Okay, well, I hope that's a false. I mean, not to call you out, but I hope I get to text you overseas and be like, bitch, you were wrong.
At Ollie, we've got wellness down to a science. From PMS to pregnancy to menopause, our women's wellness line offers science-backed support for every stage. No judgment, no shame, none of the stigma. Just supplements designed to meet you wherever you're at. Ollie, choose science over shame. Find support at a retailer near you or on ollie.com. That's OLLY.com.
But also, I looked at last year's finale was 2 hours.
Well, fair. 3. God. Unless there's like a twist. What twist would you have at the finale? Like, you shouldn't be with this person. We're going to save you.
Bea comes back and...
Bea comes back.
Sincere.
I mean, for fucking real. Or Soul comes back.
I need Bea to show up to that reunion and be like, Sincere, come here. And just lay into him, because like I know that she could get through to him and be like, you are an absolute disaster and you are not, none of these girls are telling you like it is, because like I trust Bea that she's seeing the truth out here.
Absolutely. This reunion's also gonna be boring. Like I'm kind of curious to see what's gonna happen. Like I really hope it's like a 1-parter, but because of the success of the show and the viewership, they're going to make it like 2 at least. But I think the reunion is going to leave us... We're going to feel the same way like we felt about this season, I feel like, with the reunion. Or maybe not. Or maybe because they have their phones and the cameras, things are finally like fucking messy. And they're realizing like, I didn't know you said this about me. And like, what the fuck? Like, that could be what happened. So I'm going to manifest that. That they're like, had a reality check. They're like, holy shit. This is what's being said. This is what's happening.
Yeah, I do think... So... Mel, Trinity, and Bea, like those 3, I think can do a really solid reunion performance. Like I think they have the star quality to carry some good moments.
Trinity's meant to be a housewife.
Yeah, and Kata also too. Like ship Kata over to the Hamptons, get her on Summer House. We're filming right now. Like get her on midway through the season. Let's throw her on that show, please. Do not go behind the villa, beyond the villa, whatever it's called. Go.
We
on
don't
Summer
need
House,
that.
please.
We don't need that. Please, please, please.
Wait, so speaking of Summer House and Love Island, before we wrap, we have to give a huge congrats to, first of all, Ariana snagged her first Emmy nomination as Best Host of a Reality Competition Program. Shout out to Ariana. That's amazing.
Shout out. Love
Insane. And then the second thing, which I feel and I know you feel this way too, like have had a part in this, and that is getting Summer House to the people.
We're part of the culture, babe. Elevating it.
Summer House was the first show that really made this podcast take off, 5 years ago. Like, I have been on the ground floor of Summer House, and Summer House has snagged an Emmy nomination for Unstructured Reality Television Program.
I love it. I'm so happy for that cast, especially the OGs of that cast. Like, how, despite the cost of friendships ending, relationships ending, despite at the cost of that, but it was a hell of a season, and production did do a fantastic job with that show. So I'm thrilled for Ariana and the Summer House crew.
Yes,
Even Wes and
agreed.
Amanda, you're part of the mess. So congratulations to them too.
The nom probably wouldn't be there, sadly, unless that all went down. Hate to say that.
Yeah, let's be real. Hate to say it, but it's the truth.
But yeah, congrats everyone. Well, Vanessa, thanks for being here again.
Thank you for having me. I loved being on here. And you guys, if you enjoyed my rants, you can check us out at Real Moms of Bravo. We release shows a few times a week. You can listen to us wherever you listen to this show. And then we're on TikTok, Instagram, Substack. Just search Real Moms of Bravo and you'll find us.
Yep. And then guys, follow me at the Tom Hamlet, wherever you are on social media. And if you want an early access ad-free version of the show, do subscribe to the Patreon at patreon.com/dumpsterdivepod. And we will be back next week with more recaps. While I'm away, I will be dropping some Summer House Season 5 throwback recaps. So go check those out if you want a little Summer House fix as we celebrate their Emmy win. And Vanessa, say bye to the listeners. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
You can follow me at the Tom Hamlet, and if you want an early access ad-free version of the show, do subscribe to the Patreon at patreon.com/dumpsterdivepod. Also, on the Patreon, there are a couple tiers. The top tier over there is our trash philanthropists, and if you do sign up for that, you get to have your name here read on the show because y'all support and keep the lights on. So I want to give a big shout out to Wendy, Andrew, Becca, Brandon, Marion, Barbara, Kayla, and Andrew. Thank y'all for being here. Love y'all. Talk to you soon.
Uncovered windows can make your home feel up to 20 degrees hotter. Stay cool and save up to 50% off custom window treatments during the 4th of July mega sale at Blinds.com. From outdoor shades to room darkening blinds, finding the perfect fit is easy. Get free samples, expert design help, and professional measure and install services, or DIY with confidence and support every step of the way. Right now is your last chance to shop up to 50% off site-wide, plus huge savings during the 4th of July sale at Blinds.com.